Hello, and welcome to Chainsaw Saw Saw. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Meti.
Hey.
Wow. Jim trying to get fancy with the openings there.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Sam. You gotta grip him and you gotta rip him. You gotta get him early.
You gotta rip
Today,
him, you gotta tear him.
Today we are going to be talking about Chainsaw Man the anime and Chainsaw Man the manga. We're going to talk about Chainsaw Man anime episodes 5 through 9. And then also we're going to talk about the manga later. We're going to talk about chapters 10 through 13, I believe.
It's kind of funny
Yes.
how it worked out. We had to wait a little bit extra for this, and it kind of worked out perfectly for the mirror of the anime and the manga.
Yeah, we're going to begin talking about Infinity Devil, and we're going to end talking about Infinity Devil. It's kind of perfect.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So, I guess just general anime thoughts, like...
Yeah, so Infinity Devil happened, then the Katana Devil happened. So yeah, let's talk about Katana Devil. Yeah, so very good. The anime is still very good.
Oh man, the anime looks so good. Like,
It really does.
I know it's like something
did
that
it.
a lot of people have been saying, but it looks just so good.
They fucking did it. They wrote a big check, and then they cashed it.
I got a
They
good chuckle
fucking did it.
out of smoker voice Aki in the English dub.
Yeah,
I don't like
I'm glad
his
some
voice.
people have been giving a good chuckle out of it. I saw like people like don't judge a casting by a single line read, and then I like listen to more of it, and I'm really not big on some of the choices for Chainsaw Man's English casting. Aki is the biggest problem though. It sounds nothing like he should.
I mean, he should have a smoker voice, but still.
I mean, yeah, him having a smoker voice is a nice little call to the fact that he has been smoking for a good bit. But like, I bet you they won't have like raspy Himeno though.
Who is there anybody that's very good on the English cast?
I think Denji's is very good. I think Denji does. I don't think he's as good because I haven't heard him do the Denji laugh yet. Because the Japanese voice actor for Denji, when he does that crazy laugh that he does, oh, it's fucking beautiful. It's so good.
I'm pretty sure he's like a relative newcomer too. Like Denji.
Oh yeah, the Japanese one. I think Denji's his like breakout role.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
I also I was like a little negative about Power's voice actor in both the English and Japanese initially, but I've really come around to it. I think the English voice actress, I forget who's doing Power, is actually doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, she's pretty good at it, though every time I hear it, because she's also the English voice of Toru from Dragon Maid, and so that's all I hear, because she does not change that voice up too much.
Let's see. Oh, wait.
But yeah, like Ferazo, I'll never get that name right, I'm sorry. She's pretty good. I love
love her Power. She's fantastic.
She's such a little like gremlin, and it's great.
She was handed like 3 amazing roles right in a row. I forget what the third one is, but it was like Jolene, Power, and then like she got a third role. And and then you look at her, and she's just like a wonderful woman.
I don't really follow Seiyu culture too much, but like I feel like this is gonna be someone that we see in the industry for like a very long time.
She's probably staying around unless she decides to leave.
Yeah,
so
like,
Power's voice actress her name is Sarah Windenhef. So just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out.
honestly don't really know English VA too much.
Other than
I
other
mostly
than the
just watch
staples.
sub.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like I enjoyed the Eternity Devil stuff. I can't remember what episode we like the exact episode split, but like all the stuff with Kobeni was just really funny. I saw there's some TikTok that I found where the guy will literally just like play the scene. He like has the manga panels arranged, and then like every time the like shot would cut, it would overlay on that manga panel like the actual shot from the episode.
Oh yeah,
and it was super cool to see because like in my mind they were really going kind of more of like reimagining scenes, but they were taking a lot of direct panel inspiration, even just like shot composition. It was really cool to like just see that like out. I wish I could remember the TikTok channel name,
but I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw the first time with when Power shows up.
Yeah, they did one for that scene when Power eats all the the food in the hotel and Kobeni has like
a breakdown.
Yeah, And it was like, oh wow, like they like, because that's one of my complaints with JoJo, is that oftentimes I feel like they're like slavishly devoted to the exact like paneling, and it can like hurt the flow of scenes sometimes, but it's just good. I mean, like, it looks like a fucking movie. I don't know how they pulled it off. Like,
I think that can be mostly accredited to Fujimoto himself, as
yeah.
One thing about Fujimoto is that he draws like a movie. Like, his paneling very much goes side by side. Like, if you read it as it's drawn, you can follow simple character motions and like understand how things are supposed to go. There was no real point in Chainsaw Man where I was confused at how a character moved and did something, and had to wait for a visual or a moving visual to understand it.
I think I'm more like the pace, having like the Chainsaw Man pacing being so fast in like the manga, where you can like definitely pad out a lot of more and like.
Oh yeah, they're definitely. I'm fine with them adding as many scenes as they want to certain segments. The like when Denji is fighting the Eternity Devil, and we actually get to see him like going ham inside there. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's getting the extended fights other than just like a blink and you miss it and it's over kind of thing. It's very cool.
But also keeping consistency is nice. I just like when, if a fight is supposed to be fast, it should be fast. There's one fight specifically around, like, I think it's episode 8, that is like, yeah, that's about as fast as I want that to go.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if there are any differences at any point you want to chime in with
well, I do have one fun difference that I forget the specific cigarette brand cigarette brand that she smokes in the manga, because it's a specific one, because I don't smoke myself. But they changed it in the anime because Himeno holds an official brand. It's like, I think it starts with a V, but it's a special cigarette brand. It's not really Japanese exclusive, but it's popular in Japan. And she was holding the one that she's holding looks more like the nicotine light version of it, which I doubt, because the whole point of her smoking is that she likes nicotine. But probably just a reference that Fujimoto had on hand. In the anime, they changed it to Lost Raven cigarettes, which just plays more in line with her character and also hides the brand of cigarette that she's smoking.
Can't show that. I mean, they probably could have got a spot. If it was made in America, we would have had a sponsorship from some cigarette company.
So it's called Mevius. I looked it up.
Yeah, Mevius, yeah.
Weird name. I don't like that name.
But yeah, that's the type that she was smoking in the... I did like a little fun moment of that when I was doing my Himeno video forever ago, where I looked that up, and seeing that, because I saw someone like post like an edit of the scene where it said that she was holding Newports. I was like, I don't remember what she was actually holding in the anime, and I went to it and I was like, that's not the brand that she's holding. And I was like, oh, cool, they changed that.
She's sponsored by Joe Camel.
And speaking of like Himeno, not to jump over like the whole party scene, which I thought was great, but just like all of like the little bits of animation that they give Himeno, like you can tell a lot of it is rotoscoped, and it just like, it's so good. Like the vibe, there's a very specific vibe that is captured at like her 2 a.m. apartment in the dark scenes when she's like getting changed. It's really
POV,
powerful.
The POV of your drunk Himeno is great. I love
Oh yeah, that POV shot from Denji. Oh man, the Himeno people were eating that day.
Goddamn right we were.
And like, not to be like too like, but it was like legitimately some of the more like erotic scenes I've ever seen in a like, because I feel like you see a lot of like over the top like big boobs in anime, but it's never like really like sensually animated. This was
this is
legitimately like sexy.
Intimate eroticism versus like just bombastic eroticism, where like the sexy part isn't that Himeno has the huge gazoogas. It's that she is getting right up in your face, and you can see the detail on her lip, the glisten from the beer. It is very up close and in your face, and it's like, wow, that's
It is like a very like real moment too, because Denji's whole thing right now is he's very sex motivated. That's like his whole character, and like I don't know if you've ever been in a similar experience, but like it is a very hard feeling to pinpoint. And I feel like most times you watch like a sex scene in a movie and it's like, oh, this feels fake. It feels blah, blah, blah.
They're just going right into it.
But there is like a very, for me at least, there's like a very strong sense of like realness that's conveyed in this, even more so than in the manga. So I found
there's
that really
even a level of like uncomfortability from Denji's perspective as well.
Definitely.
Where it's a very sexual scene and how you perceive that sexual scene, how you like personally take in like the information being given there, it drives your opinion of Himeno like entirely, because it's not a positive scene for her.
No.
And she has to like ask if she broke the law afterwards.
She's like,
that is my
God.
favorite part.
It's like,
we
hey,
didn't fuck, did we?
I didn't do anything bad last night, did I?
But don't worry, Denji pulled at me and like, I'll just sleep on the floor.
Yeah, she did take up the whole bed.
Can't blame her.
The one thing though that like I should have looked it up. It probably exists on Reddit somewhere. But so in the like subtitled version, she makes kind of a punny joke. It says like "move on," and she makes like little cow horns on her head. I'm dying to know what that pun is in Japanese, because obviously they just like localized it. But I'm such a weirdo that I'm like, oh, I need to know what the joke is in Japanese.
I mean, if it was, if she said "move on" and like just started making cow noises, that could just be the joke in like Romanji style, because a lot of that has to do with like sound effects, and she would be saying like "move on," or I'll
have to watch that scene again 14 times.
Just watch it in every dub, Jim.
Yeah, you're right. Just go to every single dub.
The German dub, the Spanish dub.
Remember when we did the Crunchyroll Awards thing and you checked out like all of the fucking other random dubs that were nominated for like Brazilian dubs.
Best voice actor. They nominate like every single language. There's like 10 different best voice actor categories. It's great.
But they were scattered across like many, and it was like, oh yeah, here's a German Dio next to like, oh my god,
it'd be like another series that came out like 5 years ago, but it just got like an Italian dub or something.
German Gojo versus German Dio. It was like all this this random shit. It's great. But also
I did have to be that big continuity error guy, because the part where Himeno knocks over one of her high top chairs or her her stools, and then it's up in the next shot, and then it's down again in the next shot. Come on, Mappa.
I know you had someone. It's perfect. It's like a real movie.
No, I have a real. No, there's a simple explanation for that. The Ghost Devil is just fucking around.
is picking it up and putting it back down.
Yeah, you see, that's a part of the Ghost Devil contract, is that you get to be poltergeisted whenever it feels like it.
It has to legally haunt your house.
Oh damn, poltergeisted again.
It's part of the deal. Himeno's like always drunk that she thinks she's doing it.
I think the other thing that I liked about this set of episodes is it showed how little Arai was a character.
Yes.
Because there were scenes of people, because the scene where Denji's throwing up in the bathroom, he's like, I used to do this when my mom came home drunk, and everyone's like, wow, they added in so much detail and depth to his character. It's like, no, that's just in the manga, you don't remember it.
Yeah.
I think, by the end of the episode, I was like, and that's just when he gets reborn better.
Yeah, thank God.
Cool.
We love him.
It's like him, and then the cooler version of him.
We love Violence Kun.
The Chad
Violence is great. Chad Violence.
But yeah, the party scene though, like I legitimately love that scene. Like in the manga, it's like one of my favorite parts, and it's just like the Kobeni stuff is very funny and like depressing as well. We find out she just wears hand-me-downs.
She wears hand-me-downs, and like just prior with the when we were in Infinity, we learned like, yeah, no, this is a rough job because it was this or sex work.
It's like
which is a thing that her parents forced on her, which is even worse.
How many siblings she have? Like 8?
She has, I believe, 8 siblings, and she's specifically helping her youngest brother get into college.
Yep. But, what's it called? And then, yeah, it's so funny. People, were drawing it was only after that one episode, people were just drawing art of, the, what's it called? The one division, the 2 side characters that are just, nothing characters.
Well, there's 3 characters there. There's there's more than 3, but 3 memorable ones.
Yeah.
There's like the big lug guy, there's the blonde guy, and then there's the chick. Also, there's Madoka, who is the smartest character in Chainsaw Man, because he sees everyone gets fucking glad, and he's like, I quit. Here are my resignation papers. Bye.
Going how the anime's gonna go, we can just see him like show him dying and off screen or the other side.
Yeah, you know Makima put him next on the list.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she definitely.
Look, I have one more nuke left. Oops. I sneezed and said Madoka.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I really love the drinking scene. It's so good.
Just like a testament to the team, like the animation team, like how much character they can give these brand new. They're essentially like background characters, like, but the scene is so like intimate because everyone is like really close or huddled together. I don't know. I just really.
It's one of the realest scenes.
The production's so good.
Also, it just feels like you're really seeing these people hanging out.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. One thing that they didn't add with all the scenes they were adding into this, the scene where Aki and Himeno plan this like get together is unchanged at all. They're just like it's just post another devil fight.
Yeah,
we don't even know what he was killing.
About that.
They killed nothing. They killed the nothing devil.
It's cool. I like that idea.
Splattered eyeball devil.
It just kind of like reinforces the idea that like fights in Chainsaw Man are so quick that they can happen like off panel and you won't even like notice it.
Instead of the tomato devil, it was like the cucumber devil or something like that, and they just killed it.
Now that'd be scary.
The cucumber devil, that's way weaker than the sea cucumber devil.
Well, what about VeggieTales? I'm sure VeggieTales really has
VeggieTale devil
instilled a lot of fear. The cucumber from VeggieTales.
Larry the cucumber, Jim? Come on, you gotta remember Larry the.
I wonder if it's because I don't know if it's ever been specified. I wonder if different cultures have different, stronger versions of other devils. Like, does a devil have an extra set of strength if it takes place? If it like shows up in a place that is more scared of it?
I mean,
like, is the Japanese devil like a Japanese devil different than an American devil? Because like, Gun is American born.
Yeah, I think it just originates and then just eventually just migrates to Japan, like everything else in Chainsaw Man. Because, like, I believe in, like, you know, Africa, there could be, like, the hippopotamus devil, or, like...
Oh, my God.
Or the elephant devil.
I would be... Any fucking giant animal would be the most terrifying devil.
Like, the alligator devil probably originates somewhere in, like, Florida, or, like, the
Louisiana.
South. I can see, like, the voodoo devil can be, like a New Orleans, or, like, Central America, like, Haiti, or wherever, you know, somewhere around there, like... I can just see that being like, it's wherever it originates, it can just be the home point.
That's kind of an interesting idea. The whole like, are they more powerful in other areas? I always think about I think it's a Arrival. Yeah, if you've ever seen the movie Arrival, and the short story it's based on, they have this really interesting idea that like perception and like therefore reality is kind of derived from on like language and like our understanding of language. So I wonder if that could even be like an aspect of it too. This is like getting really heady, and I'm sure Fujimoto isn't going in this direction. But it's kind of interesting to think like some cultures might have a stronger version of a devil or something.
Yeah, and I don't think like Fujimoto might be thinking the full thing through. I'm certain that there are points where he does look at something and thinks about it a little bit more. Because, man, have I been so annoyed with seeing people post fucking just listen to the song. That is the worst thing that's ever happened for Fujimoto one-shot wise.
Oh my god. That's how fans are gonna be.
Yeah. But yeah, we also got the scene that everyone was waiting for. Or at least everyone.
I was, and I was disappointed.
Makima's butt. Oh wait.
No. No one cares about that shit. We're talking about the stuff, the good shit, the puke shit.
I was a little sad that they did the censor thing. Cowards. I really like. I have like a visceral reaction to like that censor effect, just because it's always used in like Japanese shit.
I believe they had to censor it because it's a public broadcast series, and vomit is a big no-no. But that'll probably be uncensored in the Blu-rays.
It's just so funny to think that, because like, I mean, the series is about like murder and like death and killing and like horrifying gore, but no vomit.
How brutal is like Denji slowly dying in like the first episode? Like, it's so like brutal, and this way like you can't throw puke.
Well, the weird part about it is like it's not even about the puke itself. It's one of those weird situations where it's the action of vomiting out of the mouth, because I don't believe it censors the vomit that the rat is eating.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't remember.
But the ED, like, okay, we can show it, but as Rainbow, like the Konosuba way when Aqua throws up.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
I forgot about that.
just like that in the ED. Yeah, I'm like that's close.
Okay, it does censor the vomit that the rat is doing. So I guess it is just the idea that is vomit is not okay to show on TV.
Yeah, wait until Fujimoto like strikes back with the vomit devil.
The most
censor this.
Unironically, they're empowering the vomit devil by censoring it.
He's like 20 mouths all just puking out.
Ugh, I hate that. But yeah, so
cowards.
It was funny. Also, like I always know it's coming, but the whole thing about like Denji must swallow anything nutritious in his mouth is like the most vile reaction.
I'm glad it's Power who says it too. That means that those two have been really getting along. That she's just fully. She knows him back to forth now.
Denji,
I love it.
The grossest gulping sound he possibly could do. But gotta get those nutrients, those delicious, delicious nutrients and vitamins that come out of Himeno puke of liquor and meat.
I also love that party scene. The end of it with Kobeni, you get a real glimpse into her mindset. Like, the best drinks are the ones someone else paid for.
Yes, I always think about that line. I love that line so much.
I also love, like, everybody here pretty much been kissed by Himeno being drunk, so yeah, nothing too crazy.
No, Himeno, she kisses anything that moves.
You move, you're too late. But, yeah.
I wonder if that means that she's kissed Makima.
Oh, maybe.
Hey, fan artist, I've never seen this before. Could you please send...
Please,
that's one of those things like I'm really curious about, because like would Makima like allow that to happen? Like I don't know if she would. She's got like, but she's so like coy at the same time. Maybe she would.
I don't know.
She doesn't seem judging by her like acceptance of way later down in like chapter 90 in like the 90s where she's like, yeah, I'll date anyone who beats the Chainsaw Man.
Bet. Says every fucking
fucking hybrid.
every like bet, man.
There is one other thing I want to say about before we talk about like the Katana Man fight. But one thing that they always do in anime and manga, they always like flirt with the idea of getting like the main character, who's most of the time underage, getting them drunk. They always have like a little thing where they think they're drunk, and at the end it's revealed, oh, you weren't actually drunk, or whatever. Or it was like a magic spell or some bullshit. In this, I love the fact that like Denji does actually get drunk.
Yes.
It's so refreshing to me.
Buzz driving is drunk driving, Jim.
It's true.
And
so how did he get drunk though?
Himeno like drank a beer and kissed him, and then got
beer, she kissed him with a beer kiss, which was, oh man, can you imagine like
disgusting.
Lukewarm beer kiss? Like,
did you ever drink when you were like under age 18 and you get drunk very quickly?
It's true.
No, I've never broken the law, the drinking laws of the United States. I would never have done that. I would never publicly admit to doing that.
When you're
on recording.
Well, the thing is, when you're
published publicly.
When you're at an anime convention, rules go out the fucking building. Okay.
Anything goes, Sam says. There's no age.
There's no laws. A convention is a lawless wasteland.
But
have you ever seen a pile of people just making out at midnight in front of a gazebo? Yeah.
Because I always thought that his, like, exhaustion came more from the fact that he was throwing up everything out of his stomach, and he was, like, feeling like shit. So when Himeno took him back, because he was only drinking tea there, but she does do the lukewarm beer kiss, which is more than I've seen most series do. Also, I'll give them that.
Okay, if you regurgitate a bunch of beer into the mouth of Denji, would he get a buzz from that, too?
Well, he did like throw up. He was throwing up.
He did throw up.
So I would assume that anything in his stomach was probably evacuated. Okay, this is a little too in-depth discussion now.
No, we gotta break down. How much did he actually vomit? What was the body weight?
How much did he drink?
What was he cooking?
What was he puking?
All right, Matt Pat.
Does he know?
What was he puking? Come on.
I love that this is like the recurring joke in every single episode that we've recorded. What does he know?
It can apply to many characters.
What did Madoka know?
God.
All right, so Katana Man fight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it. I've seen fan animations that I liked more than this.
Really?
The Katana Man versus Denji, I wasn't the hottest on.
Yeah.
And honestly, there were some big letdowns. I think it looks stellar. It's fine. I think everyone should still read the manga.
Yes.
The thing that really upset me, I think when Aki fought Katana Man, I thought that looked phenomenal.
Yes,
I love
that as well.
With him using Curse and how Curse was like sort of overlaid over everything because they couldn't exactly do what they did in the manga, so they had to come up with a different visual thing to do. So I think Curse was used wonderfully. I think when Curse grabbed Katana Man and it did that like long like winding scene of like sort of demonic music and he's being like fucking crucified by like the metal album cover art monster and then it just like hard cuts, he's gore on the ground. Beautiful. Wonderful.
I really liked that too. I thought that was such a cool decision to just have it be like an instant cut. Like that was super cool.
I loved it. Loved it to death. Snake was a huge letdown.
Wait, you don't like her big thighs now?
No. I love Akane. Wonderful. I mean, she had big thighs in the manga. Let's not pretend like she just only got those in the anime. I think Snake's introduction was really bad because Snake has like two powers, and one of them is like the eat whole, and she calls out Snake because Ghost gets summoned, and Ghost is just kicking Katana Man's ass, and Snake, she says, "Eat whole, Snake," and Snake eats fucking like less than fucking 10% of the Ghost Devil, and that's apparently eat whole. Where in the manga it like scoops up 90% of the devil, leaving just its head up above. So Snake utterly failed in its one task in the anime, and it's this huge fucking creature.
I mean, so did Ghost, and Ghost can't even like be intangible to a fucking snake apparently.
Well, I think devils can hurt Ghost. I think that's like it's intangible to people. And
rock paper scissors. Snake beats
Ghost. Ghost beats Katana. Katana beats Snake.
It's like stand rules.
Yeah.
Like it's just whatever.
It's a Fire Emblem triangle. Okay.
Oh no! Fuck! Shit! Let's get out of there. And so that was my biggest problem with Snake Devil. Is like I love that it's so big. It's like massive. But it felt really underwhelming when it grabbed Ghost, because I always saw that as, like, it just sort of swooped in and ate the whole body, leaving the head behind. Because, spoilers, she's gonna use it later, and if she uses it later in this state, she's gonna drop, like, a fucking flower on the ground.
I also saw I'm not sure you saw, like, the meme. They took, like, the Katana Man showing, like, a picture to Denji and everything, and, like, they just, like, switched it out.
Oh yeah, and then it hard cuts to him shooting him.
Yes. But also just really funny how that mirrored, because we get copy pasta as well for the news chapter. Which we'll talk about.
Oh my god, that's true. So I think, and this is kind of going back to like how Fujimoto does draw in kind of a cinematic way. I think that like the Snake example is really good because like that panel, it's like an instant like Snake appears in like 1 second, so it works really well at the page turn. But maybe when they do it this way, like not so much. And
I'm more upset with the amount that Snake, because she says eat whole, and then Snake barely eats any of it. That's my real takeaway. I think it makes the character look a little silly when, in comparison, the manga says the same thing, and Snake eats like 90% of it. And so you're like, yeah, okay, you did your job. You're a very threatening fucking monster.
You are truly a snack, yes.
The other thing for me, it's like Katana Man's design in the manga. It just like it's all the added shading. Really, the added shading makes him look so fucking cool. In this, he has a lot more of like, I guess, flat shading, or like it just his colors are a lot flatter, and he doesn't really like demand as much of your attention when he's like given like full focus of a shot. So I don't know,
because he's no
really
longer
work for me.
Pure black. His outfit is more like dark beige, like a blue. versus like Aki's full black suit. And that's likely because they wanted to keep him so he's not like this like void in the world. But his outfit does more match with Aki's hair than it does his outfit. Though that might actually work better because it seems like it's copying more police regalia.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree with you that it is a little... He is definitely a bit more underwhelming in anime than he would be in manga. Especially, like, him with color has always been a weaker design than him in just black and white.
Yeah, Fujimoto is just really great at working with black and white and, like, screen tones. Like, it just always looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Another thing I really loved animated was Himeno's death scene of like the her like losing a limb every time. It's like very awesome. Like I
love like the lack of sound effect.
Yes,
as her limbs just vanish.
And then someone already did the cosplay of just all the pieces of her just like on the ground, which is ridiculous.
Yo, look at this Himeno cosplay.
They did the Uncle Ben thing of making the Uncle Ben outline out of like the rice, the Uncle Ben's rice. They did that with the Himeno clothes already. It's crazy.
Yo, honestly, you could do like, I'm endgame Himeno, and like you're walking around in just a like full green morph suit.
Or just go to every Aki cosplayer and just drop the clothes in front of them.
Oh, that'd be really funny.
Though I did Ghost's like summoning, it was also awesome. Yeah. When she's like, give you it all, and the hand like passes down to the ground through Himeno's hand, and then it just like starts pulling forward. It really gave a nice visual to what was going on in the manga panel.
Yes. I just remember the part where Katana could just summon goons. It was very funny. I find it's very funny he can just summon. And I also just love the scene Denji takes the dude hostage and our hero takes a hostage.
That is really funny.
But that scene's also very cool of just him slicing Denji in half and does the cool slowly slide apart thing. Like, super rad. And he just picks up Denji's head and just like you kind of see like the wires on the neck kind of go up too. Just like little touches like that you can do like animation.
I'm glad that they accurately captured Katana Man's perceived personality of just like, he is so fucking bad at his job.
Oh yeah. He's almost he's a spoiled son of a Yakuza.
Yeah, he's just this spoiled brat, and then like he loses to Aki and she's like, why did you lose? Or in the that's a line change. The way she says why did you lose in the manga makes it come off as like she's sort of like a bratty sister talking down to him, and here it's like it seems like a more like actual commanding tone.
His handler, essentially.
Yeah, and I guess I preferred that sort of sister-like approach to their dynamic.
Just think of like Monster Hunter, where he's the hunter and Snake is like the actual handler to him that sends him on the quest. But, another thing that I fucking love finally seeing animated was the train scene.
Oh, yes!
I was, like, looking forward to that so much. I guess they couldn't show, like, the actual, like, them getting shot. They had to do, like, the cut the black thing, but still very cool. I loved it.
Man, it's a scene that when you read it the first time, you're like, damn, why did that have to happen? And now you're, like, looking back at it, it's like, damn, why didn't it work?
It's so funny, Makima fans like, damn, I can't believe my waifu is dead now. The anime only, like, now who I love. It's very funny. I love.
I do feel terrible for the guy that was with her on that day, because that dude just got fucking blatted for no reason.
It sucks.
I mean, there were the many of characters that got blatted for no reason. Like 90% of the side characters that we met got blatted.
That's I should talk about that because I think that scene was done wonderfully. The like slow hum, like I don't know what the instrument they used for it, but it's the scene where everyone gets shot and like the build up to it. What a beautifully orchestrated scene of like showing everyone just walking about their day, playing this like nice calm music as guns are being drawn in the streets.
It's very awesomely done. You feel the tension of something shit's about to go down like crazy.
It's a very like rough scene for everyone involved.
And it's a really good taste of kind of the tone of Chainsaw Man, how they're just not afraid to just fucking murder all the good guys.
And just Makima gets out quite fine, no bullet holes on her.
I always love that scene too, where she's like, "Oh, this isn't my blood."
It's not my blood. Were you hit? I was not hit.
And she totally banged those guys on the train too. Her
Which is a moment that I don't think anyone should be on Makima's side at this point, because she just clearly fucking lied about dying.
By killing all this, and killing, I killed them all fine. Like, it was what? How'd you put giant holes in them?
I love the idea, because we know how Makima fights barehandedly, so she's just, walking up and just fucking discombobulating from dead rising her fist through these guys' chests. Because if you look at them, they have huge fucking holes in their chests.
Yeah, she just big hole, bang. She just finger guns.
I figured it was the bang, using her finger guns.
It's probably the finger guns thing, but I always like to imagine that she got a bit of that finger gun from the Gun Devil, because she doesn't do the finger gun until explicitly after she's done the Gun Devil stuff.
Unless she just told them, commanded them, you're supposed to have a hole in your stomach now. And they all just did.
Create a perfect hole in your stomach.
Perfectly round and symmetrical.
So I think Sam and I watched this one together. We actually were hanging out and we watched it. And we were talking, and I literally forget, was this something that Makima had orchestrated to happen so that she could consolidate all the sections under her?
There is a strong theory about that I talked about in my Katana Man episode video, where it is very possible that Makima, under the guise of being the Gun Devil, is the person who hired Akane to team up and create the Katana Devil to orchestrate this entire event so that she can eventually claim ownership of all the special divisions, because they all go under her order after this.
The ones that are left.
And Akane is going to die without being able to talk about, anything. And Makima claims that she had a contract with the Gun Devil, which is actually impossible for her to have.
Oh, true. And also, to me, one of the other big ones is, we know by the end of the story that Makima has control over all the hybrids. So to me, it would make sense that there's that connection of okay, Makima is able to facilitate this very particular person in Denji's life for him to become a hybrid.
Oh yeah, I think this has all been explicitly orchestrated by her, and that the Gun Devil itself is just it's a what's it called? Scapegoat. She can say the Gun Devil basically did it, and everyone will believe her.
I mean, she can say anything, and they will believe her, technically.
Well, technically, she has to be superior to them, so as long as she can formulate strong lies in the favor of humanity.
Also, looking at the manga, something the anime, I think, did only was they had a bird show up when they're getting Denji into the car, where you kind of learned that's how she sees everything through animals.
I believe there's a bird.
Oh, there is a bird. Yes, I think there's a one shot of it flying up above, which I do like. They have another shot of it just one just looking at them. And I'm like, okay, which I think they just have a couple of flying around in the manga. It looks like, but
oh yeah.
Also,
well, one of the other things that Sam and I were talking about was how I lost my train of thought.
The sacrifice itself with the.
Oh yeah, it was basically even if you don't know the big twist that Makima's big bad, there's still kind of this sense that you can understand where they talk about her having Makima's contracts are so secret that we have to blindfold ourselves. There's still this idea that Makima is a regular person making contracts.
Oh yeah, there's something definitely weird about her, but everyone is acting as if she is human or at least in some way.
Yeah.
So the actual reveal of who she is can be a surprise, but you can be actively suspicious of her from this point on without needing to justify yourself, because anyone who walks away from being shot in the head and then lies about it is probably not fully on the level.
and is then using prisoners to nuke people with undisclosed power.
Yeah, has no qualms about doing it either.
I think we were talking about do you think it would be at the first you think it'd be is it a gravity devil, or is it
and that's the fun thing. It's you can kind of speculate what is she doing? What is she tapping into right now?
And
then everyone splatting is also a nice Junji Ito reference.
And I kind of also didn't notice, like, I think when I first read Chainsaw Man, that she was, like, telling him, like, basically using the control to, like, make him say the name, essentially.
Say the name and then just twist the person until they pop.
Which also, that hand animation, just, like, awesome. So good, the way it cuts with, like, the actual...
Also, don't forget Makima's putting on her suit animation that they put in there.
Oh, yes, they had to make sure that was in there.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually looks a lot like, did she use a lint roller there?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't, in the anime, I don't think so.
Because, her putting on a suit and stuff reminded me a good bit of her morning routine in the later half of the series, where she does that whole, like, she puts on her outfit, she, like, runs a lint roller on herself, then she gets Denji.
I don't think she had a lint roller on herself in that scene, though. It was just a very slow of her tucking her shirt in, essentially.
It's because she has so many dogs, she needs a lint roller.
True. But, I mean, she put that thing on in the shrine, so I don't think she had a lint roller on her, so...
Okay.
Because, yeah, that's where they had to bring her change of clothes there, along with, like, the prisoners. But it did, like...
Bring me a fresh pair of clothes and, like, just a dozen prisoners on death row.
I did like that she showed them being transported to her as well. I like the little things. But
so...
Yeah.
Alright, is that it for the anime? This went on way longer. We're already 41 minutes into this.
We had to cover, like, 10 episodes, 5 episodes of the anime.
There is one more scene to talk about, and that's Kobeni.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kobeni's her moment. The moment.
Her Joker moment, yes.
Part was great.
Which I think really gets across what Himeno was talking about when she said that Kobeni might be meek, but she is definitely the more skilled of the group. Because, goddamn, when she does that fucking, like, Metal Gear Solid CQC moment with the grandma and the gun.
I love that so much. It's so instant that she's like, I'm gonna make this woman kill her, or this guy blow his fucking brains out.
Yeah, pretty sure he had like it was like a wig on or some shit.
Yeah,
She also beat Katana Man, technically.
Yeah, it's all Kobeni is hilariously OP here. I love
Kitchen knife beat gun. And Katana, so yeah, she just has all the strength. I also always love Kobeni using Denji as a bulletproof shield.
That's really great. Yeah, Denji's upper half too, not even.
And a nice or interesting change from the manga to anime is they changed how Snake's cost works.
Oh, did they?
Akane, when she uses Devour Whole, gave up 3 fingernails. In the anime, she seemed to have given up only 2, and then when she causes the tail to attack, she loses her 3rd. If you watch the scene where she, like, motions forward, her fingernail is being ripped off and dissolved. It's a strange change, because in the manga itself, there was no cost for the tail.
Huh.
Which I assumed was because the tail is essentially just calling it forth, and she had already paid her due.
Yeah.
So they changed up how that works. I wonder if that was a Fujimoto change or if that was an anime change. But it's a small detail that I thought was interesting and makes me a little frustrated because I thought I understood how Snake's contract worked.
Yeah, thought wrong. But I did like Kobeni's voice actress in that scene as well with her breakdown. I thought that was just very well done. Her going crazy is like perfectly well illustrated.
Oh, and also just everyone's reaction to everyone popping like balloons is great, because I love it when you have, like, a cool, collected character have a breakdown like that.
Yeah.
Like, Akane, like, freaking out shows that she is more human than, like, other characters.
Oh,
and I've always loved Fujimoto's, like, willingness to show a, like, character's humanity.
I love seeing a villain, like, kind of, like, going, oh, wait, shit's not going right, fuck. Like, oh no. Get the fuck out of here. It's great to see. You love to see a villain who doesn't just win 100%, like, all the time.
Or a villain who sees their, like, associates die and doesn't, like, have no emotion or reaction to it. Like, that's the benefit of, like, this series, is that everyone here seems like they have some sort of personal connection to this and aren't scared for their lives when they're in danger. Except for Denji. Denji doesn't have too much fear in him because he's stupid.
You got sliced in half and stayed in Chainsaw Man form while he's, like, dead, it says, for the moment.
Oh, actually, I did think of one last thing I wanted to mention. I like how we saw how Katana Man like lost his katana form. It kind of like melts off of him. That was really neat.
I mean, that happens in the manga as well.
Yeah, it was cool to see it like animated.
Yeah, I believe that's how hybrids power down. We only have 2 examples of it, Denji and Katana Man, because everyone else just kind of it happens off screen or we don't see it.
Rize blows herself up.
Well, no, Rize, that's how she transforms. Yeah. We haven't seen how she powers down.
I assume she blows up again.
That was really awkward then, because she blew up in Denji's face underwater.
No, I'll transform back, and then I'll blow up.
Oh, also, I think I was misremembering. I made a big misremember of this scene earlier, and I got schooled in the chat by Meti. But I also like. Is it later when Katana Man pulls his hand off and transforms? Because that's like my favorite.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. I can't wait to see how they do that, because like it is such an instant cut of he like pops his hand off and then immediately becomes like the next panel. So I want to see how they do that. That's my next.
Well, yeah, because when he pulls it out, his katana starts growing through his head. So it's sort of like Denji's chainsaw rip. It's a reference to a series I forget the name of, but it's one by the super popular guy, the guy who made Kimba the White Lion.
Tezuka?
I think, yeah, Tezuka. It's one of his samurai stories about a dude who like had his body stolen by a demon.
Dororo.
Oh, Dororo, yeah.
Dororo. Yeah, the Katana Man's transformation is seemingly in reference to Dororo.
Oh, cool. But
that's cool.
But is there any EDs you like the best out of these 4 episodes then?
I loved episode 7's ED. It was the best one. I want to play the Chainsaw Man PS1 era RPG.
Oh, I love that one.
That was very good. But I thought number 8 is also one of my favorites, because it just felt like this could have been the OP for like this half the season. It's just really awesome, like song and animation and that. But yeah, the fucking romance visual novel with all the characters in like their poses, their romance pose. It's so
they
good.
do that like they do the 90s like blur effect like perfectly. Like the thing that I love the most about 90s anime.
Yeah, like when I saw like screenshots of the ED, I was like, why is everyone taking pictures of their TV screen for this time? Because that's what it fucking looks like. That
it also shows them how they play Melee too in that kind of visual on the CRT.
It's just a very wonderful looking ED. 8's pretty good.
8's probably my favorite.
And I don't remember 9's too much.
9 is like the sad one. It kind of reminds me of the OP from Tokyo Ghoul, the song. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the same singer.
Now.
It's kind of just like that sad, kind of edgy song. And I think the one, the 6 was like the Infinity Devil one, the very trippy one.
That one was pretty good. I liked, before we move on to manga, I really liked that Infinity Devil, like, episode 5, I think it was, ended with Denji falling into its mouth, and, like, if you looped it you could loop it at a perfect point where he was literally falling forever, which was, like, yeah, perfect. Great. I love that.
Oh, anything else, then? Should we get on to, the chapters?
I just want to say, it is still blowing my mind how every week we just get a new OP. It's just at the end of the episode.
I think half of them feel like OPs, half of them do feel like EDs.
I think that's episode my favorite running bit like from there's another Chainsaw Man podcast I listen to every now and then by Gigaboots, and they always have a bit at the end where they're like, and we saw the ED for the first time this week.
I think it's the best thing they took from Dorohedoro was having multiple EDs. But I didn't expect them to do every episode, but it's crazy, but yeah. Very good.
All right. I'm officially calling no more anime talk. We are in the manga zone.
Yeah, fuck anime.
Hell yeah,
fuck you,
manga zone. The better zone. Yeah, fuck you, anime onlys. We're in the real zone, the real Chainsaw Man hour. So how did you guys like nothing happening?
I have to say, it's a little refreshing to have like more just chill chapters, I guess. It's hard to call them chill because there's big revelations.
We're back at square zero, essentially.
Which chapters are we covering this time?
110.
So we're talking about
to 114.
Yeah, 110 to 113.
13?
Okay.
Or whatever the most recent one is.
113, yes. 13.
Okay.
But yeah, overall the chapters are crazy. They were back to square zero, then to -1, then to infinity. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot happened. I say nothing happened, but like a lot happened.
A lot happened that led to nothing, but then leading to nothing to actually be very funny though and very good.
So 110 was an interesting segment of manga.
A ring in the night. I do like this. Like one of the first things we see though is Denji like not even looking at her face, just checking her body out.
It's my favorite way that they both kept their secret identities. Is Denji transformed while she was unconscious, and Denji Denji transformed while Asa and Yoru were unconscious. So they don't know that he's Chainsaw Man, and he doesn't know that she's fucking this chick who's trying to kill him because all he's doing is staring at her boobs and bottom.
Maybe Denji.
It's so fucking funny. It's just, and the second that she took her school uniform off and was like in her underwear, I was like, I know Fujimoto's gonna do like a good payoff with this. He's not just doing this for cheesecake, and he did.
It's a really strong payoff. It's entirely in character for Denji to be like, I literally can't look you in the eyes. I don't know what you look like.
How can I look her in the eye when her boobs and her panties are right there, man? But also, I guess
he tries to flirt with Freckles Bully.
I'm assuming she's gonna be like another main character, or maybe she'll be another vessel for Justice Devil or something. But Jim, because of all the Ava we watch, I want to call her class rep for no reason at all.
Because she has the freckles. Oh, I love class rep.
We already saw class rep already get killed off in like the first chapter part two, so. But yeah, like Denji trying to be like, oh no, look, I'm not gonna eat you. I'm gonna show you I'm human.
Listen, it's like I found a subtle way to show you that I'm human. I'm gonna get a girl. She's gonna know my secret identity. It'll be great.
I also love that she's just about to swing and cut his head off, and it gets yoinked. The old yoinky sploinky by by the octopus. Yoshida and his octopus.
Yoshida doing his damnedest to not be involved, or to be involved as little as possible. How much did he let her get away with? It just the fact that he snatches him up at the literal last second.
Also, Freckles gets a good look at Asa, so I guess she has that knowledge now.
They're probably gonna all have to start going to different schools because that school was devastated.
The student council or whatever, the hunter kids are still together.
I guess, yeah. I guess they're only part of the school. It's only a small section of the school, okay?
Because she gets like a bit of a reputation amongst them for fighting, I guess, right?
I believe so.
The Handyman Club will just fix the school right up. It's fine.
The Handyman Club.
Or maybe
what's the Kaiju number 9 guys? Are they gonna come?
Yeah, the cleanup crew, to clean up the giant pieces of Yuko that's just lying around. Her giant thing. But yeah, I also just do love just her being pissed. Just yelling out.
Yeah, Yuru is so fucking good. I love Yuru.
I love her so much.
Also, to see like the disappointment in her eyes, saying, "I'm not even worth his time." But like, no, he didn't even no.
He didn't even realize you were there.
Everybody thinks Chainsaw Man's smarter than he is. He's actually the dumbest.
It's so great that like the first chapter we have Yuru literally say, "I'm gonna make Chainsaw Man throw up nuclear weapons," and now Yuru can't even get his fucking attention. I mean, it's so good.
As we've seen,
it really makes you feel. It really makes you feel like when she was talking about how weakened she's gotten, she is so desperate for anyone to show her any, like, respect that she is, like, a flailing child.
She honestly has. She literally is, like, the middle, like, child who's being neglected by, like, everybody. Like, it's very
Poor
sad.
little Yoru. Aww. Someone will respect you.
She'll get a head pat. But
she's gonna use Chainsaw Man. We're gonna love it.
Maybe. I don't think either one of them could like make Denji fall in love with her after their date.
I don't know. I think if Yoru literally just insulting him the whole time might have done better for him in their date than what fucking Asa did.
She's gonna get like a piece of Denji. Like, haha, I got a piece of him off and turned into heaven. Like, I just grow it right back.
But then at the end of the chapter, we actually get to see Yuko's like her like weird devilly form now, which I love. I love her weird like
Oh,
tentacles.
I love this ending in general is great. One, it shows us that Yoru and Asa's consciousness can be awake and asleep at different times because one, she wakes up in the middle of the night and Yoru is still asleep, which is weird.
Yeah.
Imagine if 90% of your brain was asleep.
We also had her, I guess her nightmare, like where Denji had like the door. You kind of get what her like running down like the
alleyway
ground.
with dead chickens.
Yes,
and...
all the Buckies she murdered along the way.
But I love that we get like the stark differences between Asa and Yoru. Denji told not to open a door or else it'd be bad for him. He doesn't open the door until he's forced to. Asa fucking busts that shit right open immediately. Yeah. No hesitation. Oh, I love Asa so much. This is such a good protagonist for this series.
She's so good. We haven't gotten to her Femcel arc yet, but we're getting there.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're getting there. She ain't beating those allegations anytime soon.
I think also we got the only Fujimoto makes you feel the tension of just a door knock and not to open the door, like...
Yeah, I was really worried we were gonna have her, like, this just... I thought that was gonna be just a dream, and this was gonna be, like, her Puchita at the dream, but when it was, like, a real door, and, like, she's really awake doing this, oh, I'm so glad we got that.
Also, just love Yuko's, because I guess she's not a hybrid, and she's not, like...
I think she's just, like, a segment of whatever was left of her.
She's like an opposite of a hybrid, where, like, it's more devil than it is, like, human, but the human side is, like, the dominant one.
I think she's just a fiend. Like,
I guess so?
She's just, like, a really, like, overgrown fiend.
It's a fiend
because something's...
that still sees himself as the human, though. Like, instead
of...
Like,
I mean, that's what we know about how fiends sort of work. We don't know if that's, because I believe what we were told about fiends is that they lost part of their humanity, but I'm pretty sure that Violence had memories of his life as a human outside of some, like, modified ones where he was told Makima saved him.
Maybe it just depends on, like, the fiend and, like... And I guess the progression of them taking the body, because Power, I don't think Power makes a reference to that, to the body she.
Well, yeah, Power says that she's gonna be a different person if, like, when she dies, because she's like, find the Violence fiend and turn them into Power.
More so the body that
the blood
Power.
fiend.
Well, Power's body is a human body still, like someone's human body.
Yeah, we don't know where she got that. That'd be funny to find out.
Like someone you feed her like
random girl in the wilderness.
I'm waiting for my daughter. She looked like this, and we just see like Power without like the horns.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine if we saw like young Power and she had like her, and she was like this prim and proper girl?
Not a fucking putrid, doesn't wipe.
Disgustingly
doesn't wipe,
unhygienic,
covered in dirt,
unhygienic. Wears pads. Also, just like notice like the neighbor behind her. It just like taped off their mail slots. I'm like, what's going on there?
Don't send me
bad
mail.
Neighborhood.
Don't send me mail.
I don't want mail. If you never get the mail, you don't have to pay any bills.
True.
Checkmate.
That's true. True. Like fucking life hack. If they can't fit the bill in your mailbox, it doesn't count.
Hashtag life hacks. Jim's our TikTok of that.
I like how that actually is like how like court summons work. Like in order to be served paperwork, you have to like physically serve it to them. like there's a kind of a joke in like the She-Hulk show. I only watched like a few episodes of it, but they kind of make a joke about how like you have to like sneak up and go to people's houses and like make them think you're like a delivery man and then serve people like legal papers.
Got you. It's a prank, bro. But I do love that chapter 111. It's called Ah Ha 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 Ha.
Did you have to do it?
Yeah,
like
I have to. You cannot do it like that.
I really love this like moment with Yuko and Asa. Like it inspires so much like hope for growth between these characters. You're like, Yuko, we're gonna see Yuko grow and not be such a weird also like femcel, but
because the Fujimoto, do they know?
Do they know?
And the
I know what you are.
They they do the thing with the shoes again. It's just like
she couldn't give her pants. No, she
doesn't need pants
skirt.
anymore.
Give her a skirt.
She has a skirt. It's called Flesh Tendrils.
I also like Asa grabbing her tail.
I love that too. It's so cute.
Is that what that is? It's like a forward tail.
I don't know. It is a very weird like. What I don't know what about this is justice, but I guess it has to be because she has them as her. I guess she's like half kid, half squid now.
Because
I think you're right.
If it's on the back side, it's a tail, but if it's on the front side, I don't know what you want to call that.
It's like a flesh skirt.
I guess
Oh,
so.
that's awesome. I like flesh
A
skirt.
flesh kilt. but yeah, I said I love the moment and just them kind of symbolizing the friendship that they had, the world's worst like I guess friendship blowing up for a moment there, but then making up. I guess stopping our school shooter is a great way to like, okay, we're friends now.
Yeah, we're still friends. Like, I don't think she ever wasn't friends with Yuko. I think she just wanted Yuko not to go through with it.
Despite all those people you murdered, you were still friends.
I mean, those people were bullies and assholes to me, and I just didn't want you to get in trouble.
Even those devil hunters, they were asking for it.
Well, yeah, they were ganging up on her.
They were supporting the bullies.
And the end of this chapter is like one of those classic Fujimoto gut punches. Like,
oh yeah,
it's
the way that it just like pulls out from her fucking core or her disembodied head. I was like, damn.
Also, just love seeing
and I will say, shout out page fucking 15, panel 3, about a quarter of the segment. I love my breadcrumbs of Naruto. Let's go. That little girl, she's somewhere in the story.
Also showing class rep sleeping is interesting.
Yeah, her being there is kind of a weird thing.
Interesting. Also, do you think, because like Yuka mentions that her what's it called? She's a relative who's a devil hunter. Do you think that character will come into play?
Yo, what if it's Kishibe?
I was thinking.
Oh my god! You killed my niece.
You killed my niece.
That was the only niece I liked.
So it's Kishibe, it's Quan Chi. Who else could it be?
If it's Quan Chi, they're fucked. There ain't no counterfeit Chainsaw Man anymore.
Kishibe or Quan Chi, you're fucked. Because like Quan Chi be like, that was like the one family member I fucking liked.
It'll probably be just a new character. Because there are still like just generic devil hunters. We learned from the last arc they showed up and immediately got fucking killed.
One of Kobeni's many other siblings or something. I don't know.
Oh no! What if she's a Kobeni sibling?
She got the hair from the other side of her family.
Kobeni sibling. Also, one really cool detail I didn't notice till now is when we see like the silhouette of the Chainsaw Man, you see his arm has like a split through it, like where Denji's like chainsaws would come out. And I feel like my attention is really just drawn there. Like, I wonder if that's going to be like a tell later on. Like,
there's a lot about his silhouette that's wrong if he's really the Chainsaw Man. So I think everyone's under the assumption that he's not really him. Like, clearly.
Yeah. Also,
the fact that he's missing the handle is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Also, the showing why she has the front tail to censor.
Oh yeah, to censor the fact that she's just bare ass naked.
But
those are her pubes, actually. That's what we should have called her.
Oh no.
Also, if they find out, like Asa finds out what happens to her, like we're having a Joker moment number 22 in Chainsaw Man of just like someone snapping.
That'll be the beginning of her Femcel arc.
Yes.
Okay, here's my big Hail Mary prediction.
My Harley Quinn arc, as she says.
The shoes are going to become a weapon. They're going to become like boxing gloves or something.
Oh yeah,
claws.
She's gonna find out that I'm assuming we'll talk about him next chapter, I guess. But the fake Chainsaw Man guy, the guy who's claiming to be Chainsaw Man, she's gonna find out that he killed her, and she's gonna turn.
I think she's gonna find out that he's the Chainsaw Man killed Yuko after she finds out who the Chainsaw Man is, and then has to make this rash decision of which one does she believe.
What, like a situation where you have a doppelganger and you had the gun and you're like, no, shoot him, he's the real Chainsaw Man, but he just shoots both of them just because.
Oh, absolutely! I can absolutely see that.
No,
and then they both get up because they're both immortal, so because guns don't work.
I thought of another thing though. What if she actually goes to the Devil Hunter Club, and he has a trophy, which is her head?
Oh, that'd be. Oh, there's so many things that they can do to make this hurt so much worse.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm about to end this man's entire school career.
I just love it because I know that like the next chapter, within the next 2 chapters, we're gonna see some crazy shit. Like, and just the pacing of this, I know that it's gonna fucking pop off.
And Denji's gonna be pissed too because someone's taking his credit or his identity that he wants to be like revealing.
And he's flashing it around.
This is gonna be like her and
True.
Denji doing like Aki and Denji kicking like Katana in the balls. This is gonna be like that, but like more brutal. Like he cuts off his arm, gives it to her at the chainsaw, and just like the chainsaw the shit out of the fake Chainsaw Man. I can see like a mutual reason for them to beat him up. But so yeah, next chapter between Cat and Criminal, where we find her sword broken because it's fragile.
Yeah, now we now finally know the fate of it. I'm glad that we did get this though.
Yeah, because that would have been like the big question, like when's she gonna bring out the sword?
It'd be like Flashback Man all over again.
Oh no, not the Flashback Man!
But where's the closed sword?
I think we finally got it. Like, it was a small tangent. I think we finally got an answer for what was going on with Flashback Man and Chajolian.
I know, that interview.
That fucking interview with the Rocky was like, I just introduced mysteries and I plan to solve them, maybe.
It's like oh
no.
He said like mysteries don't need to be solved. That's fine, right? And it doesn't like say anything afterwards.
The interviewer was silent.
Doesn't answer. Leaves.
So it's very possible that fucking Flashback Man was just a dead lead that he doesn't want to continue.
Yeah,
goddamn! I'm praying that the anime, when the anime is made, they just leave it in, please.
We may go over that interview in our next Part 6 episode because it's very funny. Just go over it shortly.
That's a good idea because I haven't read it yet, so I should do it.
But so yeah, we also have some stuff about the mysterious girl we don't know the name
Famine.
of.
Yeah, the mysterious girl we totally don't know the name of already.
That we didn't predict. But yeah, I also gives you the little thing. Oh, she could be Justice, and like no, and then she's there in the cloud with her hat. She has the hat on.
She's a devil hunter now. I also like that
So cute.
Asa immediately asks Yoru about her, and Yoru's like, I don't know.
What can
I guess
I know?
she's fucking crazy, I guess.
Yeah. Yoru is so funny.
But like she recognizes her the second time though.
I think she was trying to avoid being recognized by her, so I think she's just playing dumb.
Then like Famine's just like, oh yeah, I just made her grow like 20 feet tall. It's fine.
Oh, really, Famine? That's a wonderful power. Would you like to show me it more next time?
I thought we starve them, not like inflate them like the blueberry and Willy Wonka.
Oh.
But yeah, we meet the new villain, Haruka Izumi.
So he is not only the club president, but the student council president. So big villain energy from this guy.
Oh yeah, very big villain, and he wears a stupid headband. I hate him.
He's like,
Cringe.
play Street Fighter once.
I also like the quick change between Asa and Yoru when asking him questions.
I love when she does it, where she just looks down, she like and wakes up like that. No one questions the scar, even though we do know the scar is visible when she switches. Like, but yeah, he just reveals he Chainsaw Man just straight up shows his nips. And
This guy feels like a Redditor to me. I'm just getting like Redditor vibes from him.
like
I have to imagine that this is some sort of red herring, because I don't think that he'll actually have that. I don't think that ripcord will do anything.
he just
I think
comes
he
right off.
I have to imagine that, like, after Chainsaw Man's popularity, like, ripcord body mods aren't, like, uncommon.
We become cyberpunk.
People already do, like, crazy body mods anyways.
Yeah.
What if he took that one hair he had on his chest and then just like stylized it to have a little red?
The fucking Bobobo villain?
Yeah, the Bobobo villain. That's the twist from the Bobobo devil. But so
That's the devil that forces Takahashi to draw Slifer the Sky Dragon.
So what do you think the devil contract then? If he's not gonna be Chainsaw, do you think it's gonna be an imposter devil or like
Sus devil.
the copy devil, the copycat devil, like the Among Us devil?
I did like the theories of the Chainsaw Man devil, of like a devil based on Chainsaw Man. I also love calling him like Weed Whacker or fucking Shrub Cutter Devil.
Weed Whacker devil.
Some like utterly pathetic like transformation form that looks kind of like Chainsaw Man.
Weed Whacker.
I mean, hey, people use weed whackers in wrestling in death matches. So it could be a fucking thing, like a weed. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's like similar to a chainsaw that we could like?
I had like a shrub cutter that looks like a chainsaw, but it doesn't have like a rotating chain. It has blades that just go back and forth, and it sucks. I don't know
That's
what
what I
that thing's
imagine.
called,
I have to imagine it's like a jitter, like how like electric razors work. I can't imagine it's like a full like rotation chain.
Yeah. If you look up shrub cutter, I guess that is the best.
It's like the
hedge trimmer, hedge trimmer.
the tread devil, the tractor devil, the tread.
So that's how I think he will function. Because I can't imagine that he will look like Chainsaw Man when we see him fully transformed.
There's a reason why we're seeing only a silhouette, I feel, so.
Yeah.
But I do like how they're like, just like, are you just gonna, why'd you not kill him right there?
Though I do really love the idea of him being just like a total red herring, and like he'll be confronted by Yoru at some point, and she'll be like bitching at him, and he'll just like piss himself like, I'm not really Chainsaw Man, please don't hurt me.
Oh my god.
She like pulls the ripcord and it just like rips like a layer of skin off because it was just a body modification.
That's what I want out of that character,
so
but I wouldn't be surprised if he does end up actually being somebody.
Yeah.
So, we really need an arc villain, so I guess maybe this man will be it. And it's so funny.
And also,
it's a class president of like. It's so funny that they're like, doing it that way too. Just like it's in the school, not like some black ops or gangsters. No, it's the class president of Chainsaw fan club / devil hunting.
Also, like, so Famine clearly like had some kind of weird like power over Yuko, where she was able to like hypercharge her. Maybe Famine is able to do certain things with like
we know
devil
Famine
abilities.
Famine's able to do some weird shit with the next chapter.
She could be observing this like Chainsaw Man copycat guy, because Chainsaw Man's always like
true.
the I guess the object of affection of those sisters. So like, get a thing, but also. Yeah, I do love how she just like, we need a really strong weapon to actually fight Chainsaw Man, because we kind of suck.
And then that Asa seems to be going along with her. She wants to kill Chainsaw Man now as well. And I love the scene of like, she'd do anything to stop it. And then you see Yoru, she gets a big smile. She finally got a W. She's breaking her down. She's getting through to her.
I mean, but she also had the really kind of a sad face when she says like, I mean, the sooner you're gone, the better. And she kind of like, I
really hope that these two stay a permanent pair, because Yoru and Asa have to be like, they're up there with Reze as my favorite girl.
and they step on a chicken angrily.
I don't know what's this chicken stomp scene. Like, was there a chicken on the roof?
Bucky.
She's on a.
Bucky came back and he killed him again. He's like Kenny from
Shit,
South Park.
man. She just keeps fucking like she keeps fumbling over Bucky.
Who the fuck you?
She has one-itis, but with killing Bucky.
Buckitis. But yeah, so they go over like the plan, like no animals. We gotta find a human. We'll turn him into a weapon, and then they spot our resident fucking gremlin picking up cigarettes to repurpose into other cigarettes to sell to homeless people.
I just appreciate so much how consistent as a character Denji feels from like chapter 1 to now. Like, even though we've seen him in so many different situations, it always feels like Denji.
Oh yeah,
he's doing
Denji is on that infinite grind.
In the words of Castle Superbeat, is this a hustle or a scam that Denji is doing?
Yes.
Answer: both.
True. They are getting smoked, but they aren't the ones he's saying they are.
I love also Asa making the boundaries of it can't be a bad person because it won't give her a strong weapon, and it can't be a really good person because she's just going to refuse to kill someone like that. So it has to be someone who's bad enough to justify killing them, but not terrible that she'll still feel guilty about it. And she's perfect for that, because if we go back to her in the first few chapters, she's walking by people in the hallway who are, like, being lovey-dovey, like, just die.
But I was just like, he may be ripping off his home, but does he really deserve to die? Like, we gotta do it. I just love, like, when she gets the panel of, I know what I have to do. I have to say the words. And the date, and to see her dying inside. It's great.
think it's a necessary evil to put an end to this nightmare. Ah, you're great.
Also, one point she's has a point over actually getting successful date out of someone. Both sides both asked a single man out, and one of them has been successful.
I do really like her face during this like quote unquote confession.
Yes.
She's
trying.
She doesn't want to do this. She is dying on the inside.
It's great.
The final, I think it's the final. It's not the final page. It's the second to last page, where she's like, "If you're free tomorrow, want to go on a date?" It's like the funniest. Like, I fucking love it.
Well, the thing with Denji, just like, I'm busy, and she's like, he finally clicks in his head, like, wait, why?
Why? A date? Yeah.
So pathetic.
He's so good. I love Denji
single
so
father.
much. What a great single father with 9 animals at home. Of course he's got to make that bread, but like he also needs someone to help him.
Man, Spy Family's gotten really weird, hasn't it? But yeah, the next chapter, which is I want to see penguins. It's great. I love the date prepping.
Speaking of Spy Family.
Speaking of, oh my god, you're totally right. Oh my god. In case you don't know, there's an episode of Spy Family where the penguins are very important to a plot of an episode.
They go to an aquarium to see penguins, and they're important.
But I do like trying to explain the importance of the date prepping is very funny.
She is looking so good when she puts the hairpin in and she's like, nope, that's not gonna work. The panel where she is like, I'm pretty darn cute though, she looks great there.
Yeah, she does.
She has all the confidence in the world. I love Asa so much.
I'll have that man around my finger in no time, and that's when we get to the copy pasta.
The best fucking set of 2 pages. Oh my god, it's so good.
Like the first.
How could she have thought this? How could she have thought that this was like a good idea?
There's 2 that I saw like copy pasta this that are great. There's one of like her explaining why like Vaporeon is like the best.
Oh my god, this is the Vaporeon sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's one.
Vaporeon's the most perfect animal or Pokemon to have sex with.
And
yeah.
there's a fighting game one where they try to think, no, you can't play the fighting. You have to lab in the training mode first, and then like for hours. I want to play the game now. No, you have to learn how to do combos before you even start.
I was
so
pretty
good.
happy with my Metal Gear one.
I didn't see that one. Oh, I have to find it.
Is this her explaining the plot to Metal Gear?
Yeah, it's her explaining like the story of Big Boss, and then there was a couple replies that basically summed up what I would have done if I added the Denji part, where Denji's like, hey, can we play Revengeance though, please? It's like,
no, you need to get the context. When you have...
Such a wonderful scene showing just the stark differences between these two. This is the worst date I've ever seen.
And he got puked in the mouth, and he's been like his tongue bitten off. The Rize date went pretty south pretty quickly.
But the pinnacle of this all comes down to Asa saying the worst possible thing to this man in particular. You don't need to think about a thing. Oh man!
There's so many quotes like you can shut up now. Essentially,
yes,
you can shut up now. Have me crack it up. I read this at work and I was like, crack it up.
She reminded me of Brown Bricks. Kind of.
Yeah.
You can shut up. Yeah, you don't need to think about a thing. Like I'm gonna go see the penguins. I never seen a penguin.
Such development in 5 panels of just like, yeah, no, that would probably be the worst thing ever to say to Denji, because the last woman to say that immediately shot Power to death and ruined his life.
Yeah.
And then I do love, because like, shouldn't you go after him? Am I wrong? No, it's Denji that is wrong.
Yeah, I love that too.
Sure. But he interrupted my explanation. It's so funny how like terrible she is at dating.
And then Yoru calling her boring, and she's like, you know what? You're boring, and Pony Chainsaw Boy is boring. I went to the library and studied really hard for this date.
What a loser. I love her. I love having dual protagonists in this. It's very fun. But yeah, then we meet Famine. But
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get her name this soon, but I am fucking right. I'm on the ball. I fucking
True.
called it. It was never death. I don't know why anyone thought it would be death.
I did. That was me. Jim BTFO, never to return again.
there were 3 predictions, though, so good job.
Yeah, it was death, famine, and justice, and I was like, it's got to be famine because there's no way this isn't a rider because of her eyes. And there's no way that this is death this early, because she doesn't even really talk about reviving things from the dead. She talks about fixing or healing. And also, Famine's just a fucking cool rider design, and her earrings look like meatballs, so I was right.
And
it looks like the scale.
meatballs.
Now that we know that it's on both sides, it looks like the scales.
Yes. But yeah.
It does look like meatballs.
I love her face. Like, I don't know, it's something like... It's something really good with like Fami's face, like the close up of it. Like you see that.
Fami's cute.
All like the what's it called, the beauty marks all over her face. Like
yeah, I think I talked about that last time with beauty marks. Is Fujimoto adds them to characters because he doesn't see them too often in manga and thinks that it can like really bring out like a character's feature.
As long as he remembers where they are. But no, yeah, it's crazy, and then she can poof. She can just poof her away.
Yeah, this is what makes, like, Famine seem so busted to me. She made Yoru vanish. And, like, what does that mean?
I just think it's a sound effect, like, the very easy, like, poof, like, the sound effect is gone. And she also can just speak to her, like, via, like, telepathy as well.
Yeah, she seems to be able to hear Yoru. And
she left her hat. What the fuck?
Oh, she did.
The hat's gonna be very important to the plot. That's gonna be a marker, I guess. But yeah, so she took Yoru aside, and she had to like make Denji a weapon. It's like, bye.
Yeah, you can't turn Denji into a weapon. I'm like, yeah, it's because he's a hybrid. It's because you don't have the guts to do it. No, that's not why she can't do that.
You're not a femme fatale enough to do it. But yeah,
I do.
Go ahead.
I like her working within her like famine mentality of like. Humans are able to abandon their morality when starving, so I'm just gonna, like, well, this'll take as long as we need.
She got really powerful when the first Infinity Devil and caused them to starve to death, so... She's like, what if I just did it again? But yeah, and we basically... Denji leaves that Infinity Devil is back, which is cool.
It's also kind of bringing this trend back of, like, we're seeing, like, okay, we saw Bat Devil, and then... we're seeing Infinity Devil again, like
in a new setting, which is very cool.
The cool thing about this is I don't think it's just Infinity.
Really?
How Denji puts it is he's like, this pain in the butt is back from hell, and I saw some people mentioning that it could be more than Infinity, because it's clear that we're in the infinite looping hallway of the aquarium, which, man, what a much shittier place to be infinitely looping.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's no rooms to go. It's literally just a hallway.
Free food.
And, like, it's... you'd have to kill it.
You kill the penguins.
No, not the penguins.
You gotta eat.
I wonder how penguin tastes.
Denji will eat anything he can.
Anything nutritious that lands in his mouth, he has to swallow.
Where do you get the blood to help power him up at? And where
he's devouring penguins.
And where is Infinity hiding this time?
Ooh, what if he is inside one of the penguins and Denji has to kill a penguin?
I'm pretty sure, like, because power states where like their memory, they come back, their memories won't be back, essentially.
They basically, when they die, they're reborn, and like the last thing most of them remember is the thing that killed them.
It's why, like, I don't know, that Bat Devil, because we saw like a returning devil in early on with the Bat Devil, and like he didn't really say anything nor react to Denji.
Well, I don't think he had time to react to Denji before him and Cockroach crushed him to death.
True. But yeah.
There was someone who made an interesting comment. I don't know if Denji is aware. He'd have to be aware. So, the cool thing I saw was, it's possible that Beam might be back.
Ooh.
Because they're in an aquarium, and Denji specifically calls this, like, this pain in the butt is back from hell.
And
the last time that Denji saw Beam, he was shredded into pieces in hell. Literally. By darkness. Technically, the actual last time he saw them is when his head was set up or his body was set up outside the hallway with all the other of the choir of angels that Makima made for Chainsaw Man. But the last time Beam and Denji interacted, it was literally in hell. And so Denji could be talking about Infinity being back from hell, because he killed him, sent him to hell, and then he would come back because devils last forever. Or he could be talking about Beam, who is an annoying guy that Denji knows, who would be perfect for an aquarium setting, and is literally last seen in hell.
And Denji was kind of annoyed with Beam being, like, in love with him, essentially.
But I do like him sort of breaking... it's a nice moment for his character where he shows up and he's like, hey, we got an emergency, no bad blood, shit's gotten serious.
We gotta find his asshole so I can kill him for 3 days straight, and, just be ready to starve to death for 3 days. No, I'm excited. I can't wait to see where it goes. Unfortunately, we have another 2-week break out of this recording.
Yeah, it's killing me. I was so excited it was weekly, and then it's no longer weekly, and it's fine, because he can take as long as he needs, because it's peak. Every time I read Chainsaw Man, I'm elated, everything is good.
I also say having Beam return, not because he was a fiend, maybe actually showing with the Shark Devil itself.
Yeah, because Beam was a rare breed of fiend where he could shift between his devil and human form.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what made him so desirable by the devil hunters.
I think maybe this be motivation for what's it called? To go find Power at some point. Like, could be a reminding.
Power was able to transform back into her blood devil form, and
Took her a
Makima
bit.
and Makima was the only one specifically holding her back from doing that beforehand. So maybe Power will actually remember things.
Oh my god, my daughter's back.
You're horrible.
But Aki, I think Aki's shit out of luck. I don't think there's any fixing that.
Well, with all the devils he
as
made
it
contract
should be.
with, I'm pretty sure he signed 3 death wishes on his soul.
Oh man, poor Aki. There's no supernatural return for you.
Everybody was Angel back, or
oh man, can we talk about that? The fucking interview that resurfaced? Because Kobeni got her big moment, and it reminded me of it. Do you know why Angel got killed instead of other characters?
Isn't it because Angel got so popular?
It's because Fujimoto asked Shuhei Lin between Kobeni or Angel which one he liked more, and he said Angel, so he killed Angel.
Got it.
So which completely blew my perception of oh man, he's saving Kobeni for something special. If Kobeni was on the chopping block between Angel and her, that means her devil doesn't fucking matter, and she probably we'll get a context for it later, but it's probably not the big reveal that everyone thinks it's gonna be.
Wow.
Trying to think, that's crazy.
Meaning that there's a timeline where Angel survives and Kobeni dies, and we don't know what her devil was.
That makes me mad.
What devil? There was never one.
Knowing that she could have just died.
But I don't know how late, because I don't believe they say how late into the story writing that was. It was probably around the time that Angel died. And that was actually the first time his death was confirmed as well.
Oh my god. It'd be really funny if Kobeni actually had a job at the aquarium they're at.
No. Oh, poor Kobeni, she can't catch a break.
I mean, I don't think she has that job at that fast food place anymore, so...
Well, I mean, everyone there died.
Unless she inherited the rest of her.
Hey, maybe she's the new day manager.
Maybe. You never know.
But I assume because the other way Fujimoto describes his writing process is he leaves open threads to come back to later so that he can tie it together at the end. And so I think that Kobeni not having her devil revealed was an open thread, but he was completely willing to sever or cut that thread because it didn't matter that much at the time, but it can matter later, which is what makes his writing seem so unique and interesting at times. So I'm excited to see if he does bring her back. If not, then it clear to me that whatever her devil was either wasn't important or is something that we've seen already. Because she was, if she was in Angel's place, she would have been used in that big final attack.
I mean, we have, you had 2 returning characters so far in the head of a third. That's
The head of a third.
like that's all we got. So I mean, Kobeni can come back. We still have, and like Kishibe can come back still. Like we still anything's possible.
I just want to see fucking Yuta. What is she doing? How is home life? I want to know if Denji is a good or bad dad right now.
I mean, the fact those dogs are still alive is a good sign.
Is he struggling? How does the house look? I need these questions answered.
How does the house look? When he brings her home back to his place, we'll find out.
Hey babe, let's go back to my apartment. He goes back to the apartment. It's just covered in dog hair. She's mauled by 4 dogs.
But no, I'm trying to think. Weren't people having a rumor or had the theory that there's gonna be like a chapter where he has sex with her and everything? Like Denji and Asa just have like sex. Like what? I heard
there was a funny edit where someone took the scene of Denji and Power in the bath together and they put Asa's head over Power and it just looks like they're both really awkward together.
I heard like so many conspiracies about that.
I want to see what like home life is like for Denji. It's important to me, even though it won't matter for the end of the series.
But I cannot imagine a timeline where Denji can like live a normal life after the end of Chainsaw Man.
No, it's
impossible. The other curious thing is like I was wondering if this is Infinity, which I'm still not certain. I assume it has to be because Denji specifically talks about someone being back from hell. But if he is referring to someone else, then that means the effect going on could be different. But if it is Infinity, they're also in a time loop, meaning that there's no one who's going to come to save them.
True. I mean,
yeah.
Actually, Yoshida is following him around to make sure he doesn't expose his identity, so he can be lurking.
He could be lurking, but if he's not in the loop with them, it's like nothing happened.
And how strong is Octopus Devil in or around water? Commands all the octopi.
Oh no! Advantage. This is Yoshida's death. Death flags are going off. They're in a water-themed area. That means he's totally gonna drown.
The shark is the natural predator of the octopus. I'm gonna just wait till one of these facts that she's been spewing about the sea life is gonna come into play. Like,
oh, I mean, probably. Like, it was a big info dump, and like, I literally it was Yoru going like, I ain't reading all that. I'm glad for you though, or sorry that happened.
Fine speech. Walks away. But yeah, there's a lot to predict. I guess it's coming up, but
each chapter was so good. I can't predict this man, but he keeps pumping out. What is Fujimoto cooking? He keeps writing peak. Every time I go back to it, it all links together perfectly. He's really one of the best mangakas out there alive. And the anime's pretty good too.
Okay.
But read the manga.
I have one last question. Do you think they will reveal their identities, or Denji will reveal his identity of Chainsaw Man to her during this arc? Or will they somehow bumble their way to not reveal his identity?
I want them to somehow bumble in a way, because I can totally see either one or the other getting knocked out, and then they have to fight Infinity or whatever is in there with them. But I'm really concerned how they will escape, because like they are going to be there until Asa turns Denji into a weapon. What that means, we're not exactly sure, because it could just mean taming him like Makima did.
What if she just uses his chainsaw head, like, hey, I got him into a weapon, and just like, haha, I tricked you. Like,
oh man, that'd be weird.
I mean,
like,
go ahead.
I just want to know, like, what would be classified as a weapon? If Denji swears to work for her... Oh man, oh no, what if they agree to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but Denji's like swearing to be like, yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and in exchange, you can use me as a weapon whenever you need to.
Not only is it the Infinity Devil, it's the Relationship Devil.
It's the perfect, it's 7 minutes in heaven.
The Rejection Devil.
It's 7 minutes in hell.
The Rejection Devil. So scary.
Oh, what was that post? It was like, screw the 7 minutes in heaven party game. 7 minutes in hell. You lock two people in the closet. They have to beat the living shit out of each other for 7 minutes.
Start filling the closet with smoke.
Filling the closet with gas.
Gas
Floods into the...
That smelly smell. But, anything else you want to say about the chapter, or we think we're good?
I'm all Chainsaw Manned out for the week, I think.
You think? All right. I guess should we wrap it up then? Should we plug it up, Jim?
What are we plugging?
I don't know what we're plugging actually. You're supposed to help me with this, Jim. Plug the hole that's now inside the gaping neck wound of Yuko.
Yeah, there we go.
Plug the obviously going to crack glass thing when Denji gets hungry and starts eating the fish here.
It's gonna be Kronos eating his son.
But it's a starfish.
Yeah, it's Genji eating a starfish.
It can't be much fun to eat a starfish.
Meti, is there anything you wanna plug?
Clearly, buy Shimonetta at buyshimonetta.com. It's a pretty good show. Also, read Chainsaw Man, but I assume if you've watched this far, you've read Chainsaw Man. If not, well,
we're sorry for the spoilers.
You should read it.
We're sorry for the spoilers.
No, I am not sorry. What the fuck were you doing? We're like, what, an hour into this, and you're still listening?
They're a crazy man. Or woman. Crazy man or woman. But,
check the analytics.
Watch all the videos on all your channel. Okay, I can... Also, if you like the video, comment anything about Chainsaw Man that we talked about or had not talked about or got wrong, which you most likely have.
Oh no, I'm immaculate. I never get anything wrong.
We never get anything wrong on this podcast, ever. Just say one time, I dare you. You can...
Alright, well, I'll go to the Jujutsu Kaisen cast real quick for you guys.
Hey. Also, we have back with the final batches of Part 6 anime that came out for us. We haven't got one or two episodes of that.
We have one episode off of that.
One. Also, Ava cast we've been doing as of now. We finished watching it. I think we have like one. We saw the last Ava movie, the last rebuild. So be excited for that.
Yeah, they're all going to come out this week.
I'm about to go fucking crazy ranting about this fucking last rebuild movie because it's something.
Yeah, that'll be fun to talk about.
You can follow the podcast on Twitter or me and Jim separately. You could also join our Discord, and with that, I guess we'll see you next month. Really, even Chainsaw Man anime will probably be done.
Yeah, I guess so.
And yeah, there's
we'll have like 2 chapters.
There's 3 episodes left of the Chainsaw Man anime.
Jeez.
That feels wrong. I don't like that.
And then we go to whatever it comes out in the fall or the winter season of anime, whatever that's going to be. I don't even know what the big anime of fall is or winter. You think fall?
There's too many. It's crazy.
Isn't Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 coming out next?
They haven't have a season yet for that or Attack on Titan. So.
Oh, that's
no
unfortunate.
release date yet.
But we don't know.
Oh yeah, watch Bocchi the Rock.
Oh, I want to watch that. Is that
I've
good?
only seen the girl from it.
It's pretty good. It's a nice show.
Let's see.
It looks pretty cute.
Oh, Vinland Saga season 2 is the big thing, and Tokyo Revengers again.
Kamen Rider. Double. That's that one.
I will still watch Dawn Brothers. Oh, Nagatoro season 2. You want to watch me go crazy? Not talking about watch that. Oh, the good shit. Oh, Nier Automata anime comes out.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
But and Trigun. that's we got for winter time. No Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh shit, we're getting Trigun next month?
Yeah.
Or
next season.
Damn, alright. Well.
And a metric clusterfuck of isekai. And but yeah, not until what's it called? Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan. Like, do we have
I'll be playing Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core in a couple days.
That my favorite anime, Crisis Core. Me.
Well, we're just talking about things coming out. Yeah, me, Gungaga.
Gungaga. That's all. No, turn off the game and never play it again.
There it is. I've done it. I've successfully gotten my Final Fantasy VII experience.
That's all you need. But and I think that's it. And anything else? Any other plugs? Last call before we end the podcast.
No.
No,
let's end it, pleast.
What, Jim? We're almost to an hour and 40 minutes. We can
Yeah, come on. I mean, if we go another 20 minutes, we'll have the longest one so far.
We gotta beat the JoJolian spoiler cast. If we go a couple more hours.
That was a 5.5.
I don't know.
Come on, guys. We gotta stop the spread. We gotta flatten the curve. We gotta end the podcast. Come on.
All right, and I guess. With that, we'll see you next month for next Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, see you next Chainsaw month.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.